Okay, so now it works. Session is being recorded and I can see the proper thing. Okay, so we were looking at the Treemap documentation last time. And they have videos and so forth, but I think the most important thing are these two: flexible hierarchy, they describe it here a little bit, and create your own data file. So to start with, you need a tab delimited format. And if I can pull up Excel in a second. So that's the basic file format they want. You can use something else, but if you use Excel, you can save kind of any workbook. You can go to File, Save As, and I think wherever. Let's say Downloads. And then here, select the tab one, Text Tab Delimited. And that should satisfy that requirement. So save it as, and it will, unfortunately, I think the Windows will make it .txt instead of .tm3. If you can change the name, change the name. You have to go to File Explorer or File Options. I think that's a better. And in here, you have to uncheck the hide extension. And that will give you the extension, and you can change it afterwards. It's not going to make a difference now. Whatever name I give it, it's going to save it as a .txt by default. So here is my file. And you have to say yes, and now it's a tab delimited format. Find it. Should be here. I thought I saved it. Did I save it in downloads? I think that's, yeah, it's right here. So now that you can see the extension, you can change it to TM3. I won't be able to do it right now because it's open. It needs to be closed. Excel needs to be out. But once that's done, you can change it to a TM3. Like I said, the program will not really give you an error even if it's a TXT. It will still load it. So that's the most, so kind of basic things. Make sure it's a tab delimited. The other thing is most of you will have the first row be the actual names of the columns, but the second row is also important. It needs to be one of these data structures. They don't really recognize, they only recognize 4. So you don't have too many choices there. And after that, you have your data. You can kind of see it right there. Now, on this file, and you don't need it for the homework. For the homework, you'll go with a flexible hierarchy. But if you really wanted to create a hierarchy that's already there, when you open the file, you can see it in a certain way. You can see a root and all the children and so forth. For each and every row, you'd have to specify its path. Leave one empty column, and then you have the path. So for example, this says that row 3 belongs to the roads, which seems to be, I mean, obviously you can say the roads is the root. Then it goes to the highway child, and it's actually route 1. That's its label. So that's the route 1, it's a highway. Road 4, it's route 5, and it's a highway, and so forth. You can see that in this case, the name of the route is roads, and it has 3 children: highway, interstate, and street. And then each street is going to be different. So in this, it's a very balanced tree. It doesn't have to be balanced, but that's something you would have to put it, not for the homework. Again, don't try it. There's too many rows in there. You have thousands. It would take forever unless you write some sort of program. And you don't really need it. But this is a fixed hierarchy. And here is the, like I said, you can see the route, roads, the highways, interstates, and streets. So they're broken down that way, and that's pretty much it. Make sure the dates have the right format and so forth. And then if you want to do a flexible hierarchy, that I showed you last time, an example. And you need Java on your computer to run it. So the problem here was my resolution was messing up pretty badly because I need to be able to see the attributes. I'm not sure how did I manage to. I extended it somehow last time, but I don't remember. But these attributes, they will show up in here if I'm ever able to do it. And then you can delete the current hierarchy that's here, rename, remove. And then you pick attributes from here, which I can see right now. I'm probably scrolling through the list. You can kind of see their distribution on the numeric ones. And I need to pick them, but I need a larger resolution on the screen overall. How do I? Right now, I feel like I'm not able to do anything to this. Oh, let me see. There's no error. It's just this window doesn't behave. Size.
And then you stretched out the program.
So that should be.
You changed your resolution and then you stretched out the program.
That is an issue with my resolution. I'm sorry. Did I change resolution last time? That will mess up everything, unfortunately. So I really don't want to do it. Oh, I know what I can do. Probably work. The text is put to 150, so I think if I make it to 100, I will reopen this thing. So now it's pretty clear how the attributes should look like. So you shouldn't have trouble only, like I said, it's this display computer that's supposed to have really large. So I think I already done it last time. I can break it down by conference. Well, first of all, I will get rid of this. Well, I can leave it. There's no binning, nothing. So I add the conference. So here's the Western and the Eastern. Hopefully I see properly because now it's too small for me to read. So it's either too big or too small. There's nothing in between. Now, if you take something that, like number of assists, you can kind of see the distribution. So what you can do is bin it in the sense that you're breaking down the space. So you're saying between 0 and 20 assists, that's going to be one node. So everything that's numeric, you're going to have to bin it one way or the other. So here we can do equally spaced bins. In this case, they put 2 of them, but let's say we can do 4. And all I have to do now is add them. So you can kind of see the bins between 1 and whatever that number is, 700. So these are the equally spaced bins. So 1 through 733 or 736 and so forth. Sorry, I can't read them, but hopefully you can see how numerical data can become, you kind of discretize it, put it into intervals, and then they become individual nodes in The other thing, I already mentioned that last time, just you need to figure out what your labels are going to be. So player name, size would be games played, so you can see this player played a lot more than somebody here. And then you have to figure out the color, and that would mean a lot of, there's a lot of teams. It's not the best, but if I want to, I can go to the hierarchy and add team name. And if I want to, I guess I can move the team up. And then you can see each player inside the team broken down by their assist numbers. And when you're done, take a picture. Your TM3 file should have already been done through Excel. So there's nothing to do here. And do not send the TMA. I mean, you can send it, but make sure you have the TM3. That's the important part. Okay, I will try and reset the display settings. Put them back to 150. And make sure I'm still